All right, everybody, welcome to another deep dive. Today, we are diving into the world of young Hollywood romances, and let me tell you, this one's got it all.
It certainly
We're
does.
talking about the one and only, Annabella Tiffany. Now, you might know her as Eleven from Stranger Things,
Right.
or maybe you were blown away by her performance as young Beverly Marsh in IT.
Oh, absolutely.
But here's the thing, at just 22 years old,
Yeah.
this woman, she's already a Hollywood heavyweight.
She's incredible. A true talent.
But lately, it's her off-screen life that's been stealing headlines.
Indeed.
So let's unpack this, shall we? We've got engagements, we've got internet rumors, and a whole lot of fan frenzy to dissect.
Where should we begin?
Well, I think the elephant, or maybe we should say the Demogorgon, in the room, is this whole thing with Finn Wolfhard, her Stranger Things co-star.
Ah, yes. The internet's favorite ship.
Exactly. It's like the moment those two shared a scene, fans were convinced they were destined to be together.
It's fascinating how that happens, isn't it? The way audiences blur the lines between fiction and reality, especially when you've got actors with such undeniable chemistry.
You're preaching to the choir. I mean, how many times have we all gotten swept up in an on-screen romance?
More times than I'd care to admit.
Right. It's like we get so invested in these characters and their relationships, we forget these are real people with their own lives.
It speaks to the power of storytelling, I suppose, and the way it allows us to experience these heightened emotions, even if they're just playing out on a screen.
For sure. But in the case of Annabella Tiffany,
Yes.
real life, well, it took a bit of a detour from the fan fiction script. She started dating Jack Dylan Grazer.
Another rising star in his own right.
Exactly. And, suddenly all those Eleven and Mike forever dreams went right out the window.
I imagine there were a few heartbroken fans out there.
Oh, I bet on it. But you know what I find really interesting? It's not just that she's dating someone else. It's how quickly things have progressed. We're talking full-blown engagement here.
Now, that was a whirlwind romance. It makes you think about the unique pressures and scrutiny young couples face in the public eye, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, imagine trying to navigate a relationship when every date, every argument, every little detail is analyzed and dissected by the media and millions of fans.
It's a level of scrutiny most of us can't even fathom. And for someone as young as Annabella Tiffany, who's still figuring things out, well, it's got to be incredibly challenging.
It really does make you wonder, are these relationships accelerated because of the spotlight, or is it just young love?
Right. Is it a case of, we're young, we're in love, let's shout it from the rooftops, or is there an element of trying to control the narrative? It's hard to say.
And let's not forget the whole career aspect of this.
Good point.
Now that they're engaged, will we see them acting together? Will this impact the roles they choose?
It adds a whole other layer to things, doesn't
It
it?
it really does. And, just to make this whole situation even more complex, there's another wrinkle to this story.
Oh, tell me more.
Tiffany and Wolfhard, the internet's favorite almost couple.
Right.
They've been close friends since birth. Since birth.
Wow. That is interesting.
Right. So it's like this weird mix of on-screen chemistry and real-life history
Mm.
that's just fueled this whole they're meant to be narrative.
It's like something out of a movie itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, Annabella Tiffany, she's making her own choices.
As she should.
Exactly. And we wish her all the best.
Absolutely.
But it does leave us with a pretty big question. Can love, especially young love, survive the pressures of Hollywood?
It's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Will this be a Hollywood fairy tale, or are we just watching another chapter in the ongoing saga of young love gone wrong? Only time will tell, I suppose.